EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens. On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. He's got his defense firing on all cylinders right now. They're coming off a shutout victory their last time out. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, we are just about ready. And we are underway in Baltimore. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Working out of the gun, Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And the Bears, first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Williams going to sneak it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for the Bears. First down. A gain of 1 yard.
Here's Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, here's Williams. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Webster. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Slot man moves right. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Here's Tommy Townsend now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First down, Chicago.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! Rome Odunze. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up up second and 8.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw is Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing his way. Down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To the air, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And that's brought in by Knight. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Williams. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 18.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Looking to throw. Williams. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
This will wind up a loss on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Fighting his way through contact. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, Cardinal?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now here come the Ravens. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And down he goes again. A bevy of sacks in less than a half. But this defense is still losing the game. They've got to fix something because there should be no excuse for losing with an effort like this on that side of the ball. They need to take advantage when their defense is generating this kind of pressure so early in the game.
Back to throw. Williams. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Williams. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
That's interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Jackson now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now it's Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The first couple of weeks of the regular season were wild, to say the least. What about week 3? Let's jump in. Our journey around the NFL starts now with an intriguing matchup in the AFC. And it's Joe Burrow. Part of a big game for him, 3 total touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 passing. The Condors are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Denver Broncos. And this is the running back for the visitors. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 56 yards, touchdown. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the Jets. And this is the Bucs wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Buccaneers get their 3rd win as they come away with the victory. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Looking to throw. Williams. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
There's a short one caught by Loveland. Third down and 13. Operating from the gun. Williams. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Able to slither by. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. This is brought in at the 21. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. 2nd and 14. Pass caught by Burden. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Williams looking to do it himself. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Bears 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Chicago.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown. Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Shemar Turner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And taken right on the 30. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. The Bears offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Here's Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Williams. He finds his man, complete. It's Knight. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's good for Baltimore.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 36-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. That's Webster. And this offense on 3rd down today, pretty anemic, very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. The contact well of time there, and now 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This now a 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down, Bears.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw is Williams. That's to the right side, caught by Bowden. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chicago.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 5.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.